Welcome back children to our continuation class of our nervous system, right? And today we will see what is meant by a reflex arc. It's as simple as a nerve connection which is present between your sense organs, but it doesn't go to brain. Instead, it ends in spinal cord, and again from the spinal cord through motor nerves, it then comes back to your muscles or else any other effector organs. Okay, afferent nerves means capital A, afferent sensory nerves go to spinal cord. From there, the information is relayed through motor nerves or motor neurons. Okay, these reflexes, they needn't go till brain and then come back. Okay, the spinal cord itself relays or it passes on the information. So that is the reason they are very fast. Okay, there are many reflexes in our body. Okay, means they happen involuntarily, very fast. For suppose if we hold a hot cup of milk or tea, immediately what happens? Immediately we will flex our hand. Okay, we will contract our hand, we will not touch the cup anymore. That happens immediately. We won't think. Okay, we won't think if we need to remove our hand or not. It's a reflex. Okay, so there are many such reflexes present in our body and they happen. The pathway is different. Okay, till the end of 19th century these reflexes are not known to people. Okay, so in our nervous system, primarily we are having brain and spinal cord, but apart from those two organs, don't we have many nerves and ganglia present outside the brain and spinal cord? Yes, of course, right? So that is the reason the nervous system we study under two separate headings, central, peripheral. What is central? It is the main thing which is present in the center, like brain and spinal cord, right? We don't have two brains or we don't have two spinal cords. They are present in the center, though our body is symmetrical. See, we are having two hands, two legs, okay? But the central nervous system, it is having brain and the spinal cord, and the rest of all the other nerves and ganglia which are present outside the brain and spinal cord are studied under peripheral nervous system. Okay, so in tomorrow's class we can go through central nervous system in detail. Okay, now there are many reflexes. See, here there is a diagram of the reflex arc. What you see there, that outside that round shaped structure is the bone, that is the spinal cord, right? If you cut it in transverse direction, there you see the butterfly shaped structure which has the nerves. Okay, see, sensory, I have written sensory on the board. It means the nerve is a sensory nerve. Okay, it is a sensory nerve. This nerve, let it be, it came from skin. Okay, it came from your skin. Now it has entered into the spinal cord. See, it is not going to the brain, only just the spinal cord, and from the spinal cord whatever information it senses. For suppose our skin had sensed some thorns in a thorny bush, or else a hot cup of milk or anything, any sharp glass pieces, if it has sensed such things, that information will be taken to the spinal cord, and the spinal cord itself can relay that information, because in the spinal cord we are having spinal motor neurons, right? Spinal, why spinal? Because they are present in the spinal cord. Why motor? Because they go to the muscles. Okay, they go to the muscles. Now see, when the information is relayed from spinal cord, who is carrying that information back to your muscles, back to your hand muscles or else your leg muscles, whatever, to remove, to withdraw immediately from that object which is hurting you. Okay, who is passing that information? Motor neurons. Okay, here motor neurons can be inside muscles. Okay, so this is how a reflex arc functions. Okay, in tomorrow's class I'll be starting the class with brain. Thank you.